Mm-hmm. So we're discussing this morning how to do business in Guyana, right? And this is one of my supporters out of one of my followers out of New York. He brother and an ex supporter, follower from London. They're planning to do business in Guyana, and a lot of people need help in a lot of different ways. I ain't saying the process is not a stressful one. What's saying if you got money, you could do business, right? Now I know if you want hustle, you know, you got understand the difference between doing a business, doing a hustle, being an entrepreneur. You understand? And don't blame the system, because you're a part of a system. This is not government-wise we're talking about. In the last administration, if you wanted to do a business, except that they got personal issues and they always up in the feelings. That's the problem, right? Except they had personal issues and wanted to destroy you politically. If you wanted to do a business and had money, whether you're Indian, you're black, or whoever, you could do a business in Guyana with the last administration. With this administration is a little more facilitative. And this administration has people in it with more business acumen, right? So there's an advantage of doing business in Guyana now at this time. Because remember, they want nobody run and go to nobody and say, oh God, we ain't getting through, and this and that, right? So at what level? So a partner called me this man. He's sending somebody to GRA for find out about land, right? The Guyana Revenue Authority covers the taxing of the country, how taxes is paid, how much taxes is paid, and all these kind of things. When you're their biggest revenue earner, or one of their biggest revenue earners, is imports, right? So when you're bringing in goods, if you want to bring something into Guyana, you gotta pay taxes, right? You gotta pay duty on a car like driving across in front of you there. You gotta pay $1 million duty, and you still gotta pay the what's called the thing, the VAT. But farmland, there's certain places you could go. They got 3 that I could get off the top of my head. You could go. And here was the funny thing with people doing business in Guyana, and I just got to tell them, now I realize I got to talk more about it. Because some people want to lie down on the back and get everything. You understand? Some people want to do whole business. Business is business. Prostitution is a whole different thing. If you want to lie down by your back and open your foot and things come in, there's a different story. And get paid for that. You understand? There's a different story. If you come to Guyana to do business, serious business, you got money, one of the first things you have to do is align yourself and hire the people who can get the job done. There are accountants you could hire. You could go to an accounting firm. There are lawyers you could hire. You understand? And y'all stop going around like y'all is business people. You can't walk your whole life struggling out in America. You understand? Working with people and then come back like you're a business. You're not a business person. If you had any business acumen, you would not have been working your whole life. For the entrepreneur, for the businessman, for the investor, a job is repulsive. You understand? I'm telling you. I like me just sit down at Kaichur 1 year, me walk with them. 1 year, and buddy, you don't have to bite me because I watch these people and I calculate, listen to me. This is not me kind of thing. You understand? I don't want to be a part of this kind of thing for the rest of my life. Simple as that. You understand? Not talking anybody down, but everybody got a place in life. You understand? A regular Harry, he can study for become a security guard. A Harry, what got business acumen, go come study for open a security guard service. You understand? Let me not get beside myself and who is who and get out the place. Because that's one of the main issues with Guyanese. They want to infuse religion in business and talking about we're all equals. No, we're not all equal. Every business I've done, I've been extremely successful at. Extremely successful at. You understand? And that is because of how I see things. Simple as that. I know some people struggling their whole life. I got a partner, I start tea every day. He's very conservative. He could save money. You understand? But what happened? The other day he come with me. I'm going to buy some construction thing. He's going to see we could get it cheap. His brother is building a house. And he can't differentiate between the time to build the house. Yeah, he can't figure out that you're wasting time trying going around and driving for seating $2 cheaper when you could be building the house. A lot of people don't know. You gotta calculate if you're in the business of saving money or making money. You understand? Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money. The next thing is you must always know time is money. Time is money. And when you're going to do a business, look at the 5 or 6 different spin-offs that you could get from this one business. All of that has to be taken into consideration. You don't just wake up a morning and want to do a business and you come in a Guyana, yes, and you don't know a bullfoot. A lot of research goes into doing business. So when you're continually meeting Guyanese, yes, we want to do something, you work your whole life. Save up your money in America. You got to work, keep working, and then come and retire. Don't come here like a business person. Don't know a bullfoot what you're doing. Because you have a little bit money, you could open a business. And then fall down, and then blaming the atmosphere. When you're coming into Guyana, a country like Guyana, to do business, you have to take security into consideration. You understand? You have to take what the future of Guyana is going to be like in terms of prices for things. When you're coming to Guyana to bring a product to Guyana to sell, you have to calculate that we are a soon-to-be full-blown oil-producing nation. Oil-producing nations have costs attached because of their association with oil. There are costs attached to things going on in that country. Now, for instance, let me explain to you what I mean. Let me simplify it for those who don't understand and think them are business people and them are entrepreneur. Now, for instance, the cost to rent property in Guyana is going to go up by the least 25% in the next 5 years, if not 50%. So when you come in to rent a boutique, people don't care where you renting. You come in for sell little clothes, bottom house, boutique thing, pack little thing, a little barrel and pay $4,000 barrel duty and come for selling boutique. Boutiques is $200,000 for a small boutique now. But it will be $1 million for a small boutique because people are going to looking for offices to open, schools to train people with oil. You have to put those things into consideration. You got to put into consideration people can still buy and bend on boutique clothes. You got to go in the border market and put a tarpaulin on the ground and throw your thing on the ground. Yes, sir. It is all about perspective. It's all about where you are and where you want to be. But moreover, one has to do extensive research when one is going to go into a business. Right? So my friend called me this morning. He sending some girl. Now you asking me why I tell he. But I said I can talk about it publicly and he can hear it too. He can know and understand where I'm coming from. Now we going into a business. They coming in the country, three of them, he brother, and one of them from England coming in the country soon. Right? So they're coming in the country for going to business. They point person down here. They asking me how you're going to get land. The point person don't know what they're doing. You have to get somebody who know what they're doing. You understand? Right away I ask is who doing this thing? Some girl doing the thing. Where you want punani or you want business? You got to choose. That's the next thing. They got a man come and open a call center in Guyana. I ain't going to tell you all this way. Are they setting up a call center? Call me. make I go and get a set of people, set up myself, organized to help him to get his call center off the ground. When I watch he got a set of girl wrong him. I say, you don't come for call center. You come for play with girl. And to know the call center in Ghana. And to know the call center start. He come for watch him and then call me a day. You want me this body and me the body. I said, partner, you waste my time. I went there with people. When you ask me to do something for you, and you tell me you're going to create jobs, I looking for deliver jobs to people. Hello. Hi, what's up? Heading to Georgetown on my life. Talk to me. I heading to Georgetown. I'll shout you when I land down there. Cool. Yeah. So, what you want? You want money or you want coochie? Those things you have to decide. I know next man come and open a restaurant, a passing here, and I remember we live in. Open a restaurant. When he come here, nice wife and all kind of thing, you know. They come from Canada, come with real money. He come, he open a restaurant, and tongue, he open a restaurant in the mall. He there with some shine girl. The shine girl brings your mother. And there's a set of crosses in his life after that. The good wife, nice wife. He come here like some sweet man. He business run down, he business crash. His own fault and doing. Right now we must see going back to Canada. Living in a big fancy house, driving Escalade. Come down here, open two business. You understand? Fudge up everything with a bill. You got to know what you want in life. You understand? If you think a dick is a business tool, no. No, it don't work. I just letting y'all know as it is. So now when you want to do things with farming and agriculture in Guyana, there is NARI that has information. National Agriculture Research Institute has information. They could tell you about rice, sugar, flour, everything. Right? They have labs. It's NARI. You gotta go to where you want to export greens and things from Guyana. NARI comes under the Ministry of Agriculture. Right? Alright, you got NARI. You got Go Invest. You're going to Go Invest. Go Invest office is on Camp and Church Streets on the corner. Right? You got Go Invest office. They have some very professional officers that work there. Right? You go to them and you tell them, listen to me want open one business, even if you don't know if I talk properly. Me want open one business, me want plant guava. Me want plant green guava. You understand? For make things hard. If people got diarrhea, me want give them green guava medicine for bound them belly. Bind them belly, me want do green guava. Right? And them go tell you, well, you can't do green guava, hey. I better not go give people investment for do green guava. You gotta go Ministry of Agriculture. You understand? Then go tell you where to go. For you understand. Because me hear this thing over and over. Oh God, you come to Guyana and then I got business and this and that. Right? Now the next thing is, when you're opening a business, the Chinese all across Guyana, even who have most of which now run supermarkets, you see a guard outside with a big gun. So when you're starting your business, right? This is not Florida. This is not New York City. And New York City, I don't know where you're talking about security. When every minute I see New York City even shooting their own, the Americans shooting their own residents. Not necessarily New York City. They shoot their own residents. Floyd or whoever he named the other day, and they always shooting people and killing people. Right? They shoot people for no cause at all. No, you have to take into consideration security. You have to take into consideration. Let me tell you something. Walmart, one of the biggest franchises in the world, one of the biggest business employers in America. When you got thief something, they might tell the security, be very cautious with how you're dealing with people, shoplifters, because they assess the damage, or if they get sued, right? How much it's gonna cost them if they're sued compared to letting the person go along with that can. So if you're gonna open a supermarket, you have to take consideration that people are going to shoplift. Don't get up in your feelings. You put security methods in place to deal with that. That is why you're a business person. You want to know the difference between the Chinese and the Guyanese? It is knowledge. Knowledge is power. You go to one chachi, she want to sit down, she want to cook curry, same time while she do she business. You understand? And Rajesh walk. That is why the Chinese come, open supermarket in every village, and the little shops them going down. Cause when you go she cook something, a back girl may come. Before she see one Debad Harry in the area and get she let she cook. You understand? Let the weed man do the weed man work. Let the maid do the maid work. You understand? You and your wife, y'all do business. Your wife do. I got a friend, got a bar over the West Coast. His wife does she come in the country, she doing the payroll. She ain't cooking nothing. When I go, you got food feed, girl. Yes, critic. What you got? Nice thing. Right? You cook? No, she ain't cook nothing. She show the staff. Make curry today, make this, do that, do that. They got a bar. He just sit down watching over. Making sure he's shaking hands and rubbing shoulders when people come. She there watching over in the kitchen. You understand? You can't want to suck cane and blow whistle at the same time. I have done many successful businesses in my time. I failed my businesses personally. That's why I can talk about these things. When it's not the women them, it's the drinking, it's the friends them. You understand? Well, the last one after I separated from my ex, I just was not on my game, and I could not have keep it together. And when I watched the AP, I knew the Minister Gaskin came to my business. And after talking to him for 15 minutes and realized he was a total dotard, I realized I can't do business under PNC government. That is how I became the Guyanese Critic. I gave up a multi-million US dollar business to become the Guyanese Critic. So this thing come to me this morning and I'm thinking, does Guyanese know what they're doing? When you go in and do a business, you do extensive research. Here was the funny thing about me. For instance, my lawyer and my accountant is guided by me. I just come up with some things and me liars say, man, we use come up with this. How you could come up with something like that? I said, but you just go to the lab books and see if it's correct or we could do it. I want to do that. Yes, sir. You get your accountant, you tell him, this is what I want you to do. This is the direction I want to go in. Can you make this possible for me? That is what business is about. You understand? Some of them want to drive themselves. No. Don't get confused. If you want to be a worker, nothing is wrong with what you want to be in life. But don't get misplaced position. Don't think you want to be an entrepreneur, you're a business person. You understand? No, you're a business person, you're a worker. Entrepreneur and investors don't get themselves in nothing. They watch anything from a distance. I have the experience. I just got pulled out. First time, when I got tired shop, if anything gone wrong, I go in and show the people myself. You have to develop management ways. Is what going on here, right? What speed of driving at here? Is what the blood clot going on here? The learn if I drive for this road? Is what the fudge is this? Is my learn if I drive here? Oh, Jesus Christ, they keep teaching you wife for drive. You gotta get help on the vehicle and let everybody know the woman learning for drive. Yeah. So, you have the Ministry of Business you can approach. They got, sometimes you go in the lobby downstairs and they got pamphlets telling you things. Right? The next thing is an entrepreneur is different from a business owner. You guys must know these things. You understand? An investor is different from an entrepreneur and a business owner. You have to know these things. And I can tell you, a dick is different from a pen. Don't get confused with your dick and your pen. Dicks and pens do two different things. You understand? One could get you in serious problem if you start using it for business. If you start using your dick for business, you will get yourself in serious problem. Consider if you're a man, consider yourself a gigolo. And if you're a woman, consider yourself a prostitute. Don't say you're a business person. If you're using your punani or your dick for do business, you are not a business, you're a prostitute. You understand? Know your business, you're into prostitution. Know your business. Why are you telling some people this? You got some people, I got a friend, and I tell you how much times. Do not screw the help. It causes disrespect in the business. Other people are watching you. He's screwing everybody. He screwed the maid. I got a day by his house with the thing. With me girlfriend at the time. Right? Next thing the maid tell me, when you come here with you woman, and this place left, and she is the maid. You walk in some makeup bed and all them things, and now watch who screwing who. Well, you want to know why, but I don't tell she. Why I had to tell she? She done with me. She want no talking me. I said, cause I tell she me bringing no girl no more. It's me, you, and he. Yes, sir. Since you's the woman now, he thinking with you, and you feel you could talk up the people, I said me bringing no girl here. And I tell she was me different likenesses and position and them thing I like. It's done, she done with me. Cause we do. He gonna screw the maid and she gets spuncious. The maid is the maid. You understand? Your employees, no matter how the girl nice, act with your employees in a professional manner. Things could get out of hand. You understand? If something by accident get out of hand, fire that woman. You got your wife home, you do something else. Go some way. Go Rio and look for something, or bikers club or something and look for something. Do not screw the help. That causes major problems in environments. People don't know how to control themselves. Because right away, when sex becomes involved in a business, then feelings become involved. And the woman that you expected to do your job because you're screwing her, she develops a sense of entitlement. Because she giving you something, buddy. You understand? And that is where the business goes down. And the main fact that you could do it one time, who would stop you from doing it 2 times? You understand? It is very important for one to understand. Right? It is very important for one to understand. So this here of the road is GCOM. This is the place headed by Claret Singh, run by Keith Lowenfield, Roxanne Myers, and Mingo. This is the place that caused major confusion for Guyanese, major unrest for months. This is GCOM's office on Main Street. When you pass, you take a picture with this place to remember, to remind your children that this is the place that manages hell. Yes, and this is the place, GCOM. Right? Yes. So to be successful in business, you have to do certain things. There's certain things everybody have a little fine-tuning that they do. They got a unique way that they do dating. But I'm telling you, certain lines you do not cross when you're doing a business. Do not screw the help. Do lots of research into what you're getting into. Guyanese think, well, the money is the business. No, the money is not the business. That is why investors make wise decisions in investing in people who understand what they're about. If you got some money, you understand? Hello, good morning.
Is this Critic number?
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
No, I just want to make a complaint. The people been asking them share now the $25,000.
Right now they're sharing out in Alberton?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And they asking the neighbors questions. And I own the property, and because it's a big building, they passed me straight. They said over there look like problems. So I went out and I asked them what when I can get the money, and the man said, you own the place? And I said, yes. And then he come across. I said, so you would have passed me straight? And he answered me police. And then after, he said, you own this place? I said, yes. And he said, so you alone is living? I said, no, my husband. And then he said, the girl will come just now. But if I didn't go ask, he would have passed me straight.
So they gave you $25,000?
I get it because I didn't move it from outside. I didn't move it from my gate. But there's the thing they're doing, they're watching your building and then pass you straight.
No. Every household, they shouldn't be watching people building, because we should start watching the police and know that there's be like thief for one time. You understand? Well, you got some hungry belly, low life neighbor, don't worry them. You got to tell them.
Now the neighbor said that the police, the girls never shared on the money. So the girls asked them who owned the place over there. They said the girl upstairs in front. And then the girl say over here look like problem. Telling the neighbor
that the place look like problem?
Yes.
Well, you got some hungry belly, low life people sharing the money.
So these are things that Critic should raise on, you know?
Will do. Well, we talking about it right now. Don't worry.
So we'll call you and tell you that don't look like your building and they look like problems. I'm passing you straight.
Roger. I got it. I'm on it. Don't worry.
Good. Tell you now, I'm listening to you.
Safe.
Bye.
She realizes me she talking too. And we live. We're live. Yes. So I'm telling you all about business. So when you want to do business, you got to do your research. This is the first thing. You got to know what business you're getting into, how much things are going to cost. GRA, you go to GRA website. You get on to people at GRA. You find out as much as you could find out. You find out about products. You find out how much it costs to bring things in the country. What is the normal time period. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Go to people. Go to even people like your competitors and talk to them. You mightn't get answers right away. But if you got a product outside, right? Here, laugh. There's a product in America, hair product, and you want to bring it to Guyana. You go to Gizmos and Gadgets. Gizmos and Gadgets got a lot of things for your ladies' hair and so. You go to them. You know how much you get in New York. You go to Gizmos and Gadgets. You see how much Gizmos and Gadgets selling it for down here. Then you go to GRA, ask them how much is the duty. You understand? And right away you could start checking how much it for ship the container here. You understand? How much it costs to land a 20-foot container? How much of the thing you could buy? And do some numbers. Numbers are very important. I've been always good at numbers and being able to assess how a business is going to take off and how it's going to be successful. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hi, good morning. Mr. Detective?
Yeah.
I calling from Borbies, right? Concerning about this government and creating job in Borbies. Right now, my husband working at the Rosal Estate doing construction work, and the salaries is just $2,400 a day. You have to go from 6:30 in the morning.
What's the skill set of your husband? What is he qualified in?
Pardon?
What is the skill set of your husband? What is he qualified as?
Carpenter.
And he is working with a contractor, or he's working with the estate?
With the estate. Employed with the estate.
The estate recently employed him?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, girl. You know how much? Let me tell you about salaries in Guyana, right? And where you are. Because sometimes we want more, but we know is what really going on in the country. Now, Regent Street. This place is so congested, he flying coming through. You have to do a switch up for your internet properly. I remember the American car wash. New York car wash is called it. Yeah. They used to get it lock one piece at a time. Yeah, I gotta read up on business, how businesses do. Yeah, the freezing of the life is compliments of GT&T. Shit for service. You imagine GT&T is an American company. When you want to know how GT&T is contemptuous of the Guyanese people, you gotta realize that GT&T is an American company, right? That knows the world standards, are the child of an American company, well, that knows the world standards and just decide to give Guyanese shit. So I gotta carry this bag of peas. Now you give me a minute, I go and get a nice juice by Nikki's there. 1 or 2. Yeah, carrying this peas. Yeah, I know what Nikki's juice is. And remember the farm where they take out the picture with all the pictures from the farm? Well, it's from this same place here. Watch up there. Nikki's juices. They're up on Albert and Rab Street too. Back coming. Give me a minute. I'm going to turn my mask on. This is the peas we bring from our Barbies. They in the vehicle there, the thing. Yeah. Roger that. Right, the things we all is gonna be doing. So now, let me tell you, Nikki's is a model business, right? Hold on, let me get my hand clean and so. Nikki's is a model business, whereas I just buy a power-up shake there. I don't know when I done power-up now, and I get this harder and what you gonna do with it. Next time walking around Georgetown with a bone on. You understand? And people come for hug. Yeah, critic, how you doing? You're jamming them with it. Yeah. I don't know why you're powering up for. You got shit for do. Yeah. So, Nikki's does juices. Nikki's has his own farm. Planting his own cherry, his own soursop. Planting his own pear. You understand? You gotta decide what you want to do and how you want to do it. Now, Nikki has built this business over a number of years. But when you come here, the reason why Nikki's juices and Nikki's names have stood out is because he got a good product. You understand? You could find consistency in what he's doing. Now one day you come in a garden, one day you come you watery, one day you come thick. You understand? If you want to do a hustle, there's the next thing. You can't cry again if you're doing hustle. You want to do little cook up on the corn and so, right? Well, yeah, listen to me. I think the PNC confused a lot of people because the PNC used to tell people, you know, follow up your entrepreneurial skills. Next day everybody's selling dog food and cook up and planting chip. No, you're a hustler. You understand? You got a little hustle. You don't even classify them thing as business. Right? You don't know how much you make, when you make, what's your expenses. A business, to classify yourself as a business owner and to have a business, you have to be following certain patterns. It involves certain accounting processes. You understand? That's why you vending. That's why they scare people who there's a vendor. You run in a store, buy 2 sacks, a pack of sacks, bring it out, loose it up back and sell it $100 for a pair. You understand? You vending. Don't get confused yourself. And that's one of the problem. Somebody buy a car and say, I got a business. No, you don't got a business. You're a hustler. You're a vendor. Don't get out of your lane. Figure out what is your lane and what you're doing there. Or you'll be driving all over the road and that is dangerous. You'll end up crash. So when wanting to know what to do here in Guyana and where to do it, there are certain places you could approach. NARI, the Ministry of Agriculture, if your things is agriculture, I'm telling you upon you level. Don't friend to walk in, make an appointment, talk to somebody, get some ideas, rap with somebody. Right? The Ministry of Business. And you can also hire people. Like a man called the other day. Guys are getting fed up with this signal. Probably I got business to do. I'm going in at the Ministry of Business today. I'm going in there and see what's going on inside there and see what I could talk about for y'all. Drinking Nikki's Power Shake got me busy. So if y'all say walking around, like if I got a gun in me, crutch is not a gun, is Nikki's Power Shake.